Okay, so when you look into the career of Chris Morris, you discover many gems. Brass Eye, The Day-to-Day, maybe even Jam, or you may think of his films, Four Lions, The Day Shall Come, or maybe even his radio career with On the Hour or even Blue Jam. But if you look deeper into his filmography, you discover a short film, often not discussed much, and that is My Wrongs hashtag 8245-8249 and 117. Now, before we get started, let's begin with how the short film was made. It all begins in the 1990s. He would start the 90s with On the Hour.
It's 11:20. This is On the Hour.
On the Hour. Such is politics.
It's a painful business.
On the Hour.
What you mustn't do in politics is listen to people.
It's a painful business.
On Radio 4. Such is politics.
Wealthy Germans have always been unenthusiastic about parallel currencies.
On the Hour with Christopher Morris.
Good morning. The main stories tonight.
The headlines.
More oxygen needed, says France. Will all paper be continuous? And Anorak Tuesday under threat, declares Primate.
On the Hour.
In 1993, he won an award for the radio program.
Is Chris Morris.
And just in case you didn't twig it, all three of the characters in the clip you saw with Chris were him. On his break in local radio, now on TV.
I hope this means I'll earn enough money next year to develop a coke habit as big as meatloafs. And I would like to thank Armando for his help.
After On the Hour, he would work alongside Steve Coogan on The Day-to-Day in 1994. Then in 1997, he released his apotheosis, Brass Eye. After Brass Eye wrapped for a time, Morris would return to radio after a 5-year hiatus with the radio show Blue Jam.
When you monged so soft and blacked in cupboard, but other knuckles knocky tried to get in. All right, hello. While you lie still, biting hoover bag, sweet dust in e-gob. And better than the outside, really.
The show ran from all the way to only a year later and a turn of a century later, Morris adapted Blue Jam into one of the most underrated programs ever, simply titled Jam. My Wrongs was set to be a part of Jam, but was omitted before the airing of Jam. The cast is quite small compared to Brass Eye or even Jam, who had famous stars of late 90s, early noughties British comedy. The most famous, also the main star, is Paddy Constantine, known for his roles in Dead Man's Shoes, or even Hot Fuzz, known for his role in BYEEEE. You definitely know if you're a British resident.
She's been very naughty this week.
Oh dear.
Haven't you? So, thanks for these, Jackie.
Oh, you're wet.
I lost.
He plays a park warden in the short, and Kevin Eldon, known for his roles in Comedian's Guide to Survival.
So, there's the trophy.
Sorry?
You know, the statuette. Which award is this for? Huh?
Yeah, no one does. Younger audiences may recognize him from the most recent Danger Mouse cartoon, where he plays the role of Danger Mouse's assistant, Penfold. The short film follows Paddy Constantine's character. Him, yeah, that's his name, and the dog he has to look after, his Imogen's dog. Rothko, a handsome Doberman Pinscher. Rothko is voiced by Morris. Imogen gave him some rules. Take Rothko on daily walkies, and do not let him off his leash, you'll know why soon. He finally decides to take Rothko for a walk after having signals. He walks out the house. Before leaving, he puts the keys in the door and ties the lead tightly around his neck, and then Rothko yanks him and goes running. They then enter a park. Maybe Rothko was just excited to go to a scenic park on a nice morning. Well,
he viciously kills ducks and gains a voice.
They escape onto a bus in the nick of time after Markeep's character arrived. Rothko tells the man that he is now his lawyer defending him from everything he has ever done. Such verbal interaction takes him back to a time where his pet gerbil spoke to him about his father of whom had been cheating. They are then kicked off the bus. Once of the bus, the dog sees a handkerchief in a girl's hand. Infatuated, the dog follows her inside of the church across the street. Inside such church, a christening of a baby is taking place. Rothko tells the man to beg for forgiveness on what he is about to do. Such christened baby then whispers to the man, "The priest fiddles with children and my mother is a prostitute." The priest asks the man, "Is there anything you want to add?" The man then responds with what the baby whispered. They all stand gobsmacked. The baby then says, "Only joking." Soon the priest is knocked over due to the dog leaping towards the baby, and the baby then flies in the air. The man catches the baby and chases Rothko out the church, only to see that the dog has been hit by a car. Due to the circumstances, the dog passes its lawyer rights to the baby. The man passes the baby to its father, but then instantly asks for it back. He is then sucker punched by the father. He takes Rothko's lifeless body back to Imogen's house. He wrote a note to Imogen explaining what happened. The letter is also an apology for Rothko and the keys. He knows she won't forgive him. He no longer goes to the park, thinking the ducks mock him. This short film is brilliant. I think it is one of, if not Chris Morris' most underrated projects. Just like Four Lions and Pedogeddon, he handles a controversial topic well. This is a short film that needs to be studied for its amazing handling of mental health issues. Well, in this case, it won a BAFTA in 2003 for Best Short Film. So that's good, I suppose. It has cleansed my eyes from the horrific torture I had to endure while watching Fat Slags last week. Fuck that horrible film. I love this film. Long live Chris Morris.